Alright guys, bear with me. This is my first video on YouTube, and also I'm using the Share Factory, so anyways, let's get it going. So anyways, I decided to do a hitting tips video to kick it off because a lot of you have decided or have asked me for it, so here we go. First thing you want to do is you got to go to your sliders, adjust sliders, and go down to fastball pitch speed. Move that all the way up, save it. I already have it saved, so that's why I exited without applying the options. Then you're going to go to sliders, load sliders, and name it after you chose whatever name it was. You load it, you go to custom practice. This is very important. In custom practice, you're going to choose whatever team you want to choose. I suggest one of the legend teams because it has the guys you're going to face most. You're going to choose the home team. It's very important and imperative that you choose the home team, because if you don't, you're mostly only going to get fastballs thrown at you. But if somehow, for some reason, if you choose the home team, when you choose to hit with the home team, you're going to end up getting a mix of all pitches being thrown. I don't know why that is, but for whatever reason, that is the case. So you're going to go to the pause menu, create a play, you're going to go to batting, and then you're going to choose whatever pitcher you want. Just scroll all the way through. I suggest just hitting through the lineup like it's a regular inning and whatnot. So that's what you're going to do. For this video, I chose Gossage because Gossage throws really hard. He has a nice slurve, and he's one of the tougher pitchers to face in DD. He also has a sinker, which is one of the tougher pitches, and it comes in pretty hot. So as you'll see, I'm pretty late on that fastball right there with the fastball sliders up, but that's okay because sliders are all the way up, and it is what it is. You're just here to see pitches and get your timing down, get your fastball pitch speed, or get your timing for fastballs better so that when you go online, it's easier. Anyway, so you want to treat batting practice like it's a real game. I'm not doing a good job right now, but I'm focusing just let pitches being thrown and stuff like that. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, you want to focus on hitting like it's a real game when even if you're doing it in batting practice. You want to choose. You don't want to just freely swing at every pitch. You want to swing at pitches that you see well and that are somewhere in the middle of the zone, unless you get to 2 strikes. Then once it's there, you got to protect anything close. You have to protect and try to put the ball in play and hopefully capitalize on a mistake if they throw it on 2 strikes, because it does happen. Anyways, so like I said, I'm not doing a very good job, but I just wanted to get the video done, and I think my commentary is what's going to help the most. Anyways, you want to treat it like it's, like I said, you want to treat it like it's a real game. You want to look for those pitches over the middle of the plate. You want to hunt for good pitches. You don't want to swing at bad pitches. You don't want to give up outs. The key to being a better hitter is not giving up outs. Don't swing at those pitches that you're like, oh man, I saw it well, but it's on the black when there's less than 2 strikes. Like, there's no reason for it. Yeah, you might have seen it well, and yeah, sometimes you could probably get to that pitch, but is it going to result in a hit more times than not? Probably not. You want to look for those pitches over the middle of the plate that are going to give you the best chance to be able to hit them out the ballpark or into the gap and result in a good at-bat. Whether it's even if it's a line out, yeah, it's frustrating and stuff, but at least if you just want to, the whole point is squaring up the baseball, obviously. That's what you want to do. Give yourself the best chance. Out of your 27 outs, you want to make most of those outs it be line outs. It's tough to say, but that's the case. You don't want to give up outs. That's the biggest thing. Anyways, another thing you should do in batting practice is tinker with the way that you want to start your PCI, whether it's reacting from the middle or starting slightly up and in like I do. That's what I prefer. I've been doing it since MLB 15. Been doing it for a long time, so that's what I've gotten used to, and that's what I love to do. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best way to do it, but that's just the way I prefer. Everybody has their, choices. Anyway, so you want to tinker, start in the middle, start slightly up and in, start low and in, start up and away, low and away, start wherever you think is best for you. Find your niche. That's the biggest thing. You have to find your niche. I found that slightly up and in is my niche, and it just is what it is. That's just the way it is. Like I said, I know I hit really well and stuff, but it doesn't mean that that's the best way to do it. There's no best way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their way, and my way might not be the best way for you. But like I said, batting practice is the best time to try to find the best way for you, and that's a big thing that you should do as well when you're in batting practice. You should always strive to be great. Always hold yourself accountable for everything that you do when you're hitting. If you get a base hit that wasn't that wasn't necessarily like the best timing or the best PCI placement, you should strive to always do better. Don't get complacent because that happened one time. At the end of the day, squaring up the baseball is the way that the baseball should be hit. But anyways, so another thing that you want to do in batting practice mode is, I didn't do it this time because I was just trying to get the video out the way and stuff like that, but my commentary I felt like was going to be better, is you want to also switch it up, face left-handed pitchers, right-handed pitchers, lefty on lefty. There's an option to repeat the play. So if you want to face lefty on lefty over and over again, because that's what you need to practice, go ahead and do it. If you want to face righty on righty over and over again, go ahead and do it. See all kinds of pitchers, guys that throw slower, faster, with movement. That's the biggest key, is I think if you can hit somebody that throws, with movement, like sinkers, cutters, and stuff like that, I think that other guys will be easy to hit. I don't think that I think the toughest guys to hit are the guys with the movement on their pitches. Obviously, like a sinker and cutter, those two pitches right there are deadly combo. Whenever I get a pitcher that can throw that, I love to put them in my rotation and in my bullpen. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about pitching, we're talking about hitting. But anyways, yeah. So, like I said, to break it down for you, with my three biggest keys are: take batting practice like it's a real game. Only try to hunt those pitches that are actually good pitches to hit until you get to 2 strikes. You're looking for something over the plate, something you can get to with your PCI easily, not something on the black. Number 2 is switch it up. Face all kinds of pitchers. Do not just stick with one pitcher, but obviously the faster the pitcher with the faster pitch speeds are the ones you want to face the most, but it doesn't mean that you should neglect the ones that throw slower. Pick the pitchers that have a lot of movement as well, have a sinker and stuff, because those are probably going to be the toughest pitches to hit for you anyway. And lastly, tinker with the PCI. Find your niche. Like I said, mine's the up and in. Doesn't mean that that's the best, but that's the way I've done it. But find your niche. Everybody's different. What works for me is not gonna work for you. I'm not, it is what it is. That's how things work. Anyways, and lastly, make sure that you pick different pitchers. Make sure that you're practicing same-handed pitchers, righty on righty and lefty on lefty. If you can hit that, the opposite-handed shouldn't be, nearly as difficult, obviously, but you want to practice everything. You want to practice righty on righty, lefty on lefty, righty on lefty, lefty on righty, everything, obviously, because that's what you're going to be facing when you play, your Diamond Dynasty games or your online rated, whatever you decide to play, that's what you're going to be facing. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. I would love and appreciate the feedback. Bear with me. This is my first, YouTube video. hopefully I can crank out some more in the meanwhile before I get a PC, but hopefully by MLB 20 I got that PC so I can crank out the best quality videos. I'm really excited to start this YouTube channel and get it going, so whatever feedback you guys have, I'd appreciate it, and take it easy.